guys, it's me Hamza. I'm ready. Are you ready? Habibi, let's go. This is crazy. This is exactly what I was thinking about. Look at that. Oh my god, this is insane. We are at Spectrum, north of Houston, picking up the SLS, my dream car, and now it's truly my dream vehicle. The last time I did this, I got pulled over a lot, which I'm not worried about. I think the car is still street legal, but it is the one and only SLS, Dubai Police SLS in the United States right now. And for that, I'm super excited, as you can clearly tell. We're picking up another car, by the way. I don't know if I showed you, I don't think I did, but I actually made the check for the car before I even saw the car. And then we are also gonna take a look at a property, and this is very important because this is probably something that not a lot of people show on camera. We're gonna go look at a property that I actually did not make any money on. And it was a big investment. It was like a $3 million investment. I had a lot of investors in this deal. The investors ended up making money because the investors always make money first. But me, as an operating partner, I did not personally end up making too much money on this deal. And I wanna show that to you guys so that, you know, you guys are humbled by the process as I was as well. You know, I thought real estate is easy, big shot. This was a deal that I bought about 3 years ago. And I was like, you know what, it's gonna be easy to make money. But sometimes things happen in life where, you know, you really can't control what's going on. And I wanna show you guys and walk you guys through that process to better explain how real estate really operates. You know, I mean, it looks all good when HGTV is talking about it, but in reality, things change. And obviously, I come from a deep background in real estate, right? I sold my portfolio for a lot of money. So of course, it's not that the operations are bad. Sometimes things just happen. And this property specifically was a result of that. It's perfect. Obviously, we need to drive it a little bit for it to heat up and stick. But this is really nice. I wish my wife would let me keep the G-Wagon. They just kept stopping her everywhere, you know? That was the thing. Otherwise... Yeah, I think this car is like extremely illegal right now just because... I'm gonna tell you guys this, but I haven't actually registered it. As you guys can see, I don't have stickers for it. So I have plates on, and now we have this really extremely, I feel, illegal Dubai police thing going on. So I think we need to get the car registered, probably ASAP. Probably today. I think that would be a good idea. Let's get it registered today. We'll try it. So we're gonna actually go look and hopefully pick up another car that we're gonna make an entire video on later, sometime soon. But I'm really excited about what I have planned for this vehicle. And I can't tell you guys because I haven't told my wife yet. So once I tell her, and she gives us the green light, we're gonna definitely showcase my plans on the channel. This is it. Look at it, it's lifted. It comes lifted. So a lot of people don't know this, but this car actually has the ability to lift itself in order to go off-roading, which is, I'm not gonna say too much, but which may be something that we will consider doing in this vehicle in the future. So of course, as you know, well, you don't, but as you guys in the camera know, I'm a Mercedes only person, and I've been looking for a vehicle like this so that I can go out and have some fun, and at the same time, probably drive now that I'm buying a lot of land, a lot of real estate in Austin, which we're gonna cover in the next video, I believe. I'm going to show you guys what exactly we're doing in Austin, but I think a car like this would really help me just lug everything and people and, you know, stuff. Definitely a different drive than I'm used to, for sure. Oh, the real estate's for sale too. Look at that, they just got a good tenant in there and they're selling the real estate, and that's how it's done. You buy real estate that doesn't have a tenant, that's vacant, it's technically like worthless, it's useless, right? You put a good tenant in there like these guys, like a car dealership, specifically this car dealership, luxury cars, guess what? When you sell it, you're making a premium on that. And so whoever owns this real estate must be really excited that he got these guys to rent, because he's going to make a ton of money when he sells it.
for the new title.
Yeah.
This is going to the courthouse. Just make sure everything is correct as far as your information for it.
Okay. Is this one signing?
Yes, sir. 2 more DocuSigns sent to you, just stating that you purchased the vehicle cash through Houston Direct Auto. Okay. You can knock that out, and then we'll have the vehicle.
Sounds good. All right, man. Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your
Take
day.
care. You too, man. So we're here at the property that I told you guys about. Now this property I bought in a very, very good location in Houston, Texas. It's called Spring Branch, up and coming neighborhood. You can't go wrong with a location like this. I got this property at a great deal, purchased it, put some TLC into it, as you guys will see in a little bit, and then ended up selling it for a profit. Now I did sell it for a profit. My investors profited about 30% over 2.5 years on this deal. I, however, as the operating partner or the GP, the general partner, walked away with probably around $20,000 over 3 years. Definitely not worth my time, not worth the effort, and that kind of money is not going to pay for an SLS for sure. So I just wanted to show it to you guys so we can see exactly what happened during my time and during the time that I owned this property. So let's go inside and take a look. Currently, I don't own this property anymore, by the way. We're on property. I don't own it. The new owner, however, is putting in a lot of work, a lot much needed TLC into the deal. And as you guys can see, they're super busy, they're working hard. And the reason they're working hard is not because they love to work hard, is because they need to increase their rents in order to justify the payment that they made me. In order to justify the profit that I made, these guys are gonna have to jack up the rents. And how do you jack up the rents on multifamily? You do work, you improve the property. That's the only way to really get it done. Now, I exited multifamily entirely. I only own one more multifamily deal, which I'm going to show you in another video. But in this video, what I wanted to tell you guys is that no matter what you do, sometimes you don't end up, unfortunately, making as much money as you can. Now this, of course, excites me. I'm super excited. Come on, follow me. I'm super excited. I'm loving what I'm seeing. I love the initiative that the new owners are taking, the fact that they're actually improving the entire property, and they're going to make a ton of money, fingers crossed, if nothing goes wrong. But I'm actually going to show you guys the reason, or one of the reasons, that I ended up losing a couple of $100,000 on this specific deal. And this is what went wrong with this deal. You guys won't be able to see very clearly, but there's brand new townhouses being built right in the back of this property. Here, get a better angle of it. Now, when these townhouses were being built, they actually broke a large, massive, like a 6 or 7 inch sewer line that exits all the way to that street. And that sewer line was my property, and I had to fix it. I have an easement, as you can see. There's a power line. I don't know if you guys can see it very clearly. We're gonna go the other way around so I can show it to you a little better. Okay, so we're on the back end of the property, as you guys can see. And basically what ended up happening is that this guy, this developer, or his crew, ended up damaging a waste pipe that comes all the way from my property to this road, which is where it's connected. And we had just issues dumping into, I'm not gonna say what, but you guys can imagine what I'm talking about, dumping into the city over here. And as you guys can see, this is a pretty exposed area, and we had hazardous material literally coming out from that property into this area. So we had to get that fixed really quickly. Otherwise we could, or developers in that case, or the owners, sorry, that are doing this, could actually go to prison. So I actually faced a charge where I had the county telling me that, hey, if you don't fix this right now, like today, you could potentially go to jail. So we had to hire a team to come in, redo all of these pipes, make everything brand new, and fix this issue ASAP. And we also needed to take all the hazardous water that was coming out of my building, which is a lot, by the way. I didn't realize it was that bad until I actually got to see what was going on, and dump that in a specified location, like a special location where they dump these type of products. This process, just repairing this, I know I make it sound easy on camera, but just repairing all this stuff cost me, I want to say, about $90,000 or so. $90,000 just to repair a pipe and get rid of some wastewater and, you know, that type of stuff. It seems fairly simple, but this was one of the reasons that I probably did not walk away with as big of a check as I wanted to. Now, the other reason, also, I forgot to mention this while we were inside, but the other reason that I didn't walk away with a big check is because during the freeze, the Houston freeze, the famous Houston freeze that we had, what was it, like 2 years ago?
Yeah, 2 years
I think it was 2 years ago. Yeah, so the famous Houston freeze we suffered a lot of damage on piping, water piping, other type of piping in the property, and that ended up costing me about $50,000 or so. So you can already see things add up. Like this is already $150,000, and these are just the things that I can remember off the top of my head. I'm sure if I go back to my team, which I don't want to, but if I go back to them, they're gonna add up more losses that we suffered because of the situation. Oh, one more thing really quickly. When we entered the pandemic, there were a lot of people who were out of work and they couldn't pay their rent. That was also something that contributed to the loss on this specific investment.